Hello my lovelies, I'm back. After such a disastrous display from part 1, I'm back with part 2. And in all honesty, it doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit whiter than I would have expected, but I guess that's the glue that I was using. You can check to see if the little bottle said dries clear or not, so that's a little bit of my own making there. I've done the edging on 3/4 of it because I really didn't think you want to watch paint dry and me cut things out all over the place. So just do the last one with you, cut the rest of the napkin off, and that way we should have a nice clean edge. Well, these scissors aren't the best anymore. Might have to look into sharpening them somehow. I did see on YouTube or Facebook I think, that if you use some steel wool, it helps to sharpen your scissors, so I might give that a shot and see if it works, because these really are not the best at all. As you can see, they're choppy. I will tidy that up properly when I turn the video off, but I just wanted you to see that it really is quite easy. If you've got good scissors, it's very easy to take the surplus serviette away, or napkin, whatever you prefer to call it. It depends what part of the world you come from, I think. We've always called them serviettes here in Australia, but we're sort of bowing to the international folks and starting to call them napkins. But that is the outside cover, which is rather resplendent. It's going to look really lovely when I've got something else on the front of it, like that little piece that I showed you the other day. If I glue that on there, I think that's going to look quite lovely. And maybe some red lace down the side. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do with it. It's certainly not a seasonal journal. It's a book for all seasons of the year. So it just happens that I particularly like that fuchsia. I like all fuchsias, let's be honest. I love all fuchsias. I'm a bit of a nature lover. You know, give me a tree and I'll hug it. Okay, so that's that. And I have gone ahead and I'll just lift the camera up on the tripod and show you if I can. Where are we? No, that's not going to work at all, Ruth. Over there, I have already done the inside covers with the glue, and we'll see how they turn out on the next episode. But in the meantime, I thought we would do some edging of this stuff, and I really have looked at them quite well, and I think that next time I do one of these or several of these in a row, I'm going to be edging all of the boundaries of everything that I put onto them, because it just looks a little bit bland. I'm going to be using distress inks. This one is brushed corduroy with one of my homemade U-Butte blending tools. Just a little lump of wood with a bit of the sponge on it, and as you can see, this one's getting a little bit old. So, and I'm not using a sheet underneath, I'll clean that up later. Start from the edge. It looks like this could be running out. Oh, getting a little bit of colour there, but not a lot. Not a lot at all. I don't know, what do you think? Could be darker, yes. I wonder if director paper will work better. She sticks her thumb into the ink. That's better. Giving me a much darker cover that I would like. That I prefer. Let me put it that way. Now these parts could run from anywhere from 1 minute to 10 to 20 minutes. I'm really not quite sure. It just depends upon whether I think you're getting bored or not, and whether I should move on to something different. Yeah, I like that. It's giving that antique, extra antique look, because the bits and pieces that I've used are already from antique books. I've used Robert Louis Stevenson's poetry book, the Fuchsia book, which was from the 1970s. This came out of a scrapbook book. It was titled Friendship Scrapbooks, and it had the most beautiful bits in it, and all the little bits of text that I read to you every now and then with friends in it is all from that book too. So, I'm using vintage stuff, so I might as well make it look vintage and look old by colouring the edges as well. Also, it takes away the colour of the white if there is any left on the sides of the pages. So, it serves a double purpose, this so-called vintaging your papers, doesn't it? Gives you that grungy, vintage, yellow, brown look, and it takes away the white colours as well. See, now if I had gone ahead and gone around, this is going to be fiddly. Can you see me? Just. I've got to remember to work a little bit sideways here because I don't have a really brilliant camera set up. Oh, that does look tacky. But it still looks better than having the white edges. So, yeah, food for thought. Oops, better not just toss things around. I might end up tossing them into a glue sheet. That would be disastrous. Now I can do this one because I've still got parts of the page that are not stuck down. Oh, I'm so smart. Not. I love the sound of that along the edge of the paper and the ink pad. I don't know, it's just cool. It doesn't soothe my mind at all or anything. It just feels good and it sounds good. My quirky way of thinking. You might like to do it more quieter. Quieter? Is that a word? More quiet? Quieter. Yeah, quieter. Quiet, quieter, quietest. Yeah. That works. That's correct grammar. Every now and then I have to stop and think whether I'm using grammatically correct phrases or not. It comes from my grade 7